Well, I think we're seeing a migration out of gold into Bitcoin, and the ETF market proved that. The money flows, the reports you're getting from brokerages tell you that money is being dumped from the gold ETFs and moving into Bitcoin, Bitcoin surrogates, GBTC, and other areas. So we're seeing that migration happen right now, and it makes sense because it does everything gold does, but it does it a lot better. It's absolutely scarce, whereas gold is only relatively scarce. It's obviously more portable, it's more divisible, it's more useful, and it's unconfiscatable, which is gold doesn't have that attribute. People can confiscate your gold. It's cheaper to own than gold. Gold has insurance costs, it has storage costs, it has verification costs. Every time you do a major gold play, you've got to get the gold verified by a third party. With Bitcoin, the transaction is the verification. I mean, that's a phrase that I picked up on early on. And as a former stockbroker, you realize that a lot of the cost that goes into brokering is in verification of the transaction. There's a huge, what's called the back office. It's just hundreds of people back there verifying trades and doing all the paperwork. With Bitcoin, that's completely taken out of the equation. The transaction is the verification. That right there, eliminates an enormous amount of our current financial system. So you just compared to gold, it just stacks up. It gets better and better. And I think that trend will continue. Certainly in the millennial and Gen X, they're totally sold on Bitcoin. They're never going to adopt gold. And the only buyers left for gold are really the sovereigns, Russia, China, and others. And I think when one of those sovereigns breaks rank and says, we're putting Bitcoin on our balance sheet, that's just going to be another nail in the coffin of gold and another huge boom in Bitcoin. So we're seeing a once in 1,000 years migration pomp from the perception of the premier store of value, number one global top tier money, into something new, and it happens to be Bitcoin.